If you really look at Middle East, it's still only 4.2% is through e-com, and whereas the world is around 14.6%.
What is the number one challenge facing e-commerce as it is right now? To that, I might also want to add, can you please elaborate when you hear a question such as the largest challenge in e-commerce? To you, what is e-commerce? Because it's usually a very vaguely defined term.
E-commerce is more of a demand-led process, whereas which we are used to is a supply-led process. Yeah, there's a massive difference in terms of planning your resources and also the infrastructure, as well as the equipments inside of, for example, a fulfillment center. Yeah, this has been a substantial challenge to suddenly for the sudden spikes or for the seasonal spikes. It's difficult to maintain a certain resource structure and the infrastructure to meet those such volatile demands. This is a major challenge, which we are not used to as a logistics organization, which is primarily we're depending on B2B kind of business, which is mostly supply-led. We can our customer can manage the process in terms of demand and supply, so which is much more streamlined, and then process is much more simpler. And in B2C, it is totally the opposite, and nobody knows what could be the demand. So this is a major challenge. On the second point, if I'm coming to this region, pre-COVID, going online was considered as something nice to have for many brands, and not necessarily a key channel to sell their products. And if you really look at Middle East, it's still only 4.2% is through e-com, and whereas the world is around 14.6%. So the opportunity is still to go from where we are to somewhere near the world. The rest of the world is substantial. And I would say the pre-pandemic, most of the brands never invested into a real strategy, how to go to a B2C model. I'm not saying all of them, I'm saying certain brands. And they just put one or two resources to see whether, test how it can work. Suddenly the pandemic happened, and then that became the major topic for discussion, right? So they were not prepared for it, and suddenly it has become a major challenge for many brands. So, but we see today that there is a substantial shift in many companies to really look at their own web shops, apart from the other channels of Amazon and other marketplaces. But if you are setting up their own web shops, and they're driving their brands through their own web shops as well. So this is a major shift, and I think the market is still evolving in that perspective.